the way you guys honestly are functioning, you're not going to get any fucking results. So like I said, you've got two options. To walk through these doors and function and be the identity to get a fucking result, or walk back out that door and get back on the plane. That's what you've got. What's door looks better? Have a look at that one. Or that door. You know, and what's important as well, after 6 days, you know, it doesn't matter if the guys that are living, you know, offside at the moment, after the 6 days, you're going to be walking out that door, yeah? In front, someone that's fucking full of bullshit, they crumble. And then they backstab. And they run away. Instead of saying, hey, they'll go, you know how many times I push fucking Steve? You know how many times I push Leroy and Aaron, but more likely Steve? He's one of my personal clients, yeah? Even the way through it. And he, not once, has fucking gone into his feminine. He goes, okay, maybe I can learn that. Or if he doesn't like something, he'll say, fuck it, hey bro. And that's what it's about. Like, I'm not just saying a piss in his pocket, I'm that fucking honest. But this is what it's about. You can take things personally, or my main thing, this is my goal. I prefer to get you the result, and then fucking, you know, if we have a beer at the end of the day and we become mates, yeah, fucking, that's a bonus. But I want you guys to stay in your pain, to be able to say, hey, you know what, because of this environment, because of what you said, because of how you led me, because of you know what, I didn't give up. Or I didn't get motivated in pain. Because do you reckon the world's motivated in pain or pleasure at the moment? It's fucking pain, isn't it? So why would you wait? I know it's conditioning, I know, oh, it's because of my dad or my uncle or the fucking Prime Minister, but we all know that the world, when we're born, the system sets us up for failure, yeah? The system sets us up to suppress us. You all know that, don't you? Yeah. Yep, not really? Yeah, no. You guys understand that? Yeah, really. So we're set up and they talk about you getting to debt and you use money that doesn't exist and they fucking put, you know, down your inner schooling system that, oh, okay, Captain Cook. Okay, he gives a fuck. Is Captain Cook got his food on the table? Because I know you sail a fucking boat. It's a load of bullshit. They're taking away your attention from that, and this is another story. Or when you get the information, you work it. The stuff that I'm giving you guys is fucking. I don't know how much money I spent on it or how many different things, but it's not. Each retreat is different. We've never been at this deal, have we? I've never done this with anybody. So it's all fucking life. It's all different. The energy that you give. If you guys give us 50%, we give you 200%. I think that's a pretty good deal, yeah? So as you can see, people go, oh, Lee, you've been doing this for years. Lee come back and he's only been here 3 months ago, yeah? And how he's turning his life around. He's a pilot, look how he's got success, he's the epitome of any man we want. And he's gone back and he's about to rock and roll and that's what he's doing. He's gone back and just gone and fucking worked it. You see the energy he's putting out. You've seen Steve. You know, you've seen Steve putting out. He couldn't even, when was it? 1 year ago, me and him met, yeah? You would have seen the post. It was 1 year ago? Yeah. And that 1 year ago, Steve was like this. He goes, hey, I'll be you. He goes, hey, mate. I couldn't even shake his hand. Sorry, he didn't even shake my hand. I'm like, well, when you look at me, you know, he's sort of standing behind Shane and Lisa and hiding and whatever, and then Shane goes, oh, you know, this is Steve, you might want to do what you're doing. He's like, oh, hi, mate, like that. But look at him now. Not only is he leading me, he's leading women, he's leading everyone, leading his family, so on and so forth. Aaron, when I first met Aaron, he was sort of he's like, you know, I was going to say Mary Poppins, but Mary Popcorn. But, you know, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, whatever was going on, like he experienced, he's got all this potential, and it was just like, it's like basically, you know, a Ferrari doing burnouts, yeah? You don't know where you're going, you're just fucking burning yourself out. And that's what it's about. Now, he's like, I think he's the youngest here. Are you the youngest out of everyone?
He's pretty cool.
You know, he's getting settled, he's getting his mind together, but you know what the difference is? There's days they don't believe in themselves. There's days I don't believe in ourselves, but we keep going. We don't turn off the switch. We might not be sprinting and we're just getting through it like a jog, but some of you guys, I even know some of the guys that are coming back, you fucking turned it off or gone and do things that you think are right. And I'm like, guys, come on, like you're better than that. The universe has fucking told you that as well. And they said, hey, hold on a second, I'm going to test these out. And it's not fucking cool. So what I say to you guys is to either walk out that door, or the thing is, you play fucking pull out. What doesn't impress me is screaming. What doesn't impress me is, getting that up. It's how you fucking act. If you're falling asleep getting tired, get off your fucking asses, get yourself into state, and be like the man that your fucking family and your legacy needs you to be, yeah? True? Yep. So we can get you, let's get all angry. Yes, it's good, and we get your energy up, but you can hide behind that as well, can't you? Anyone can make loud noises, but you have to fucking play the role. It's like, this is not a game. You think it's a game? Paul?
No.
You know, it's not a fucking game. You know, some of you have been in the army, some of you have, or whatever, you know what it's about. It's not a fucking game. You either fucking, you fight back when you get your shit in your fucking head set off, too. And that's life. Life, I always talk about it as being battle ready, yeah? And that's what it's about. Getting your armor on here, building this up. So when you go out there, trust me, you're going to have people that are going to try to fuck you over. You're going to have people that are not on the same level as you. You're going to have people that are going to challenge you. You're going to have so many other fucking energies and stresses. And if you want to be mediocre, if you want to be average, and you just want to fucking have that existence, or if you want to be someone of greatness that you know you're adding back to people's lives, you know, it's, your choice is yours. I don't know what you want, boys, but like I said, most of you have got kids. If I had a kid, trust me, and this is no, I don't want to disrespect anyone, I'd be functioning a lot fucking more powerful than you are now. Because do they care what you say, or they follow what you do? You know what I mean? Do you want to give them everything you can, or give your queen everything you can, or give fucking whoever, if you're about to have kids, that you can actually bring up a fucking good family? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, people come and go. Yeah, we all know that. People come and go. And as you know, sometimes it's fucking good because it's like you're getting a cleaner. The universe is getting a cleaner. But it's how you bounce back from it. There's no failures, there's only just lessons, yeah? But one thing I'll say, a lot of you are still stuck in the past from what I've read in your questionnaires. So by thinking of anything in your questionnaires in the past, can you change it? Yeah. So why is a lot of the shit that you're saying is still stuck in the past stuff? Tell me.
Don't know any better.
Pardon?
Don't know any better.
But you do that. You do. That's the thing. You guys put down, like, you've not enough number. Like, if I said to you, you guys actually know it's wrong. And you know it's not, fucking great, yeah? But why would you talk about the past? The past is here. You can't go back and change anything, yeah? So what happens that time in the intention, even writing it. So if you let me ask you something. If you're writing it down, are you bringing it into your future? So you're bringing the pain that doesn't longer exist anymore, like come with me, I'm going to take it into my future, and let's stay true. So that's what it's about. Today you could say, you know what? Now you know. So you know you're saying you don't know now? So now you know. You know today from fucking today, you can't say, well, we don't know this or we haven't been taught. You can't change the past. You can only look forward, yeah? And what you're doing today is creating a form of you. So what you're doing today with anything, that part of you is there. It's called a parallel universe. That is getting created. So if you're being some fucking whatever, I feel sorry for myself, and in the future, it's going to be a reflection, you know? Because what happens is you time and space will meet, and before you know it, if you stay in that weakened state, these are the results that you want to get. It's completely up to you guys. Do you believe how free you are? Yeah? Like we're so free to fucking do what we want, come and go what we want, eat when we want, so to speak. Yes, okay, some people do a thing called a job, but you know, but you're still fucking free to, you've got so much time to create greatness. But it's up to you guys, you know, that's what it's about. You know, why we've created, why these brothers come back, and why I've created Beast Zone is to be a place, uniqueness, to fucking make people, especially men, wake up. Because you see it out there. There's a lot of I want to watch my tongue. There's a lot of wrong people out there, yeah? There's a lot of people bringing people down. There's a lot of fucking bullshit. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of crap. We don't want to be that. You know, there's enough of that. You know, people backstabbing and people not being who they are. If you walk around the streets, and after this retreat, you walk away, that's why the last day is called higher consciousness, yeah? You're going to see how people are in pain. If you want to be one of these people being in pain, you keep doing what you're doing. If you want to be someone that can actually fucking, you know, teach people from your own results, then be that person as well. And then again, I say as well, if you've got a wife, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, but more importantly, kids, it's time to fucking pick it up, guys. You know what I mean? Because they're looking up to you. And that's what it's about. You know, if we're talking about, you know, I could see everyone's fucking family, I know family's big for all of us, then this is a family as well. We all care about it, but like I said, through these doors, you better fucking man up, or once you walk out these doors, that's when it's fucking game time. Because you're not going to have me screaming at you, you're not going to have these boys supporting you, you're not going to have the support. Sometimes it's going to be bad, and I'll give you an example. When I went back to Melbourne, knowing what I know, I was back at my old house, my old parents' house, yeah? And it was dark, it was cold, I hurt my back, I couldn't hardly walk, and I'm walking around, and I even unconsciously took my old hoodie on, which I told you about how I used to have this old hoodie. And And I'm thinking, fuck, and I started feeling sorry for myself, and I started stepping in that state and realizing, well, you know, when I started feeling sorry for myself, when I was suicidal, and all those excuses that I made, you know, and now, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, that identity. You don't need, you know, I say to you, if I took you out to the future to see what your life would look like at you now, it will look very good. But if you even function maybe say 20% more, trust me, your life would be fucking completely different. So let's begin the fucking VIP day, guys. Let's walk through these doors, but I want you to remember when you walk out these doors at the end of it, on the 8th, after celebration, you need to fucking, that's when the switch needs to turn on. What you do when you leave these doors, that's the difference. Alright? Cool shit. So we always do things a bit differently after each retreat, and why, you know, when we talk about when we've created this brotherhood and what brotherhood actually means, if you've been really part of a brotherhood or a real family, it means that, you know, we've got each other's back no matter what. You know, yes, people are going to fuck up, yes, people are going to make themselves feel stupid. If we want to still have people in our environment after they do that, there's a point, yeah? And then we need to proving yourself and the fucking all this stuff, yeah? And you have to do some pretty nasty shit. But what I say to you, with the brotherhood, when we put this on, you're not representing just yourself, you're representing all of these boys and all the brothers that have been, you know, from before you and so on and so forth. So when I say when you put these uniforms on, people go, oh, you want your uniform, come over the top. No one can buy these. You know, this is something that you have to remember from, if you make a shit experience and you wait, you're going to be anchored to this top. But if you make this experience fucking amazing, then you're going to be anchored to it, you know, every time you put this top on. It's like Superman. Now I know when I put my fucking uniform on, all my colours, it's go time, yeah? That's why you always see me in it. So we're gonna do a ceremony because the boys actually didn't want to said this and they wanted you to step up. And I asked Steve, I go, are you happy with it? I asked Lee and Aaron. And you boys happy now or what?
Yeah, happy, they got there. But yeah, no, that's it. We wanted to earn this one because we've changed this even.
Yep.
It's not just show up on get your shirt like what Lee said, this is what it's about. It's a motherhood. You've earned this. And it's whatever meaning you put to it, I think too.
And you know what we find, and you guys have seen, you've seen guys that are really pushing hard, that's fantastic. But what we'll say is we're there still supporting you. But you have to remember, when you're a part of this, you're not just representing yourselves or your families, your kids and that. We're part of this team. Like if you've played a team sport, man, there's no I in team. For everyone to be able to function, be able, you know, support themselves or be a fucking good team, not just, we don't want to just be great. If you want to be a champion team, then you need a team of superstars. And that's up to you guys. So, you know, we've got to present the tops to you as a respect and as to say, hey, you've earned this. And what we say, people that fuck up, we say, give the uniforms back. Give them back. You don't need it, or I'll rip them off you. And that's what it's about. You know, some brotherhoods, man, trust me, if you've got their colours on you, they'll end up grinding it out of your fucking skin. So, but we're not that crazy. Steve might be, but I'm not.
Yeah. Play for it.
All right, let's do it, man.
Let's rock it.
Yep.
Everyone want to stand in here, please?
So this group is the first group that is getting obviously from TBMI Australia. We're going international. So this is the first group that will be getting international. So you will love it. You know, I reckon it's fucking special. So we are international. The most many people as we can.
Colours, everything. First man to step up, Big Paul Burton.
certain colours and so on and so forth. Today you can just put anything on, whatever you feel to, you should do whatever you want. And but then there'll be days when we're going to break it up for certain reasons as well.
Well, the man who I already see as a leader, he's just got to believe it. You sure he's starting to believe it, Rick? Quite surprised me already. The not so confident, super confident. Hey!
Did you look at me when you shook your hand? Huh? Turn your head.
Just glad for the show. Ultimate family man, Chad.
That's it. What Chad just whispered in my ear then, he goes, he's going to play full out. You're fucking, that's what it's about.
Yeah, Chad. Someone who was watching for a while and finally decided, committed, is looking at me like he already knows. Wrong, I think.
Sorry, this keeps stabbing us.
It's all good.
Mr. Articulate, I've already got a nickname for him. Already had one of those. Big Paul T, man. Yeah, Paul. Well, I know this young man really, really well already. He has decided on a better way. He's going to stick to a better way. Nathan Coder, come on.
Cheers, boys.
You, mate, you're
We had to really see if these guys were going to step up. After their second retreat, these guys, I still actually believe he's going to still earn these. But because we're a team, we're together, I believe he's going to step into that now. There's no second chance to the one person. True? True.
we can do some chances.
Nice. Milo. I have to change the size and then see what's going on. Johnny the Creator. Out there, Johnny.
I'm happy, Johnny, mate. Go to place it.
Awesome. All right, last but not least, Jimmy, my man. said, if you don't wear it on your own life, really, it comes back.
It's a hidden message as well. You're not representing us, you're representing yourself, yeah? But if you put forward into something and go, okay, geez, I know what Lee said, because sometimes we're not enough. So it's just like, why won't you love yourself enough? Or you do something else, or you're motivated. You guys are enough. You have everything you need within you. We just, over time, we forget how powerful we are. Do you really believe that? Do you think that we have to learn, or do we learn to unlearn? Everyone? You guys get it though?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because you think about it.
You do it.
That's it, like you know it, like you guys know how you're saying that you don't do it, but you do know it. And it's like we get conditioned to find a better way of your own life. That's the truth. And you get empowered, and your project's always unknown. So you're going to So I'll come down here, I want to quickly say something to you as well, because I'm like cutting off. So as you guys, you're all experts in your own ways, yeah? You guys agree?
Yep.
You're all unique, you're all experts in your own way. You never ever take anything that away. You can't take that. So even a homeless person has so much to give you. Even a baby's has so much to give you, yeah? You don't need to be a multimillionaire. You don't need to be a Gandhi. Everyone is unique and no one else can take that away from you. So what I'll say to you guys, as you walk through these doors, you've got layers on, yeah? Call it clothes, call it an onion, call it whatever. So at the moment I've given you your first lesson. So I'll give you, you can either keep your clothes and hang them up at the door, so you've got your hat, you've got your scarf, your collar, you've got your fucking thermals on. You can take all those off and leave all your opinions, leave all the egos, leave them at the door, and sit at that table naked. And throughout the 6 days, I'll give you a hat. I'll give you a pair of socks, I'll give you new jocks, I'll give you a jumper and the rest of that, yeah? I'll give you a whole new outfit. After those days, you can go, what? Okay, hold on a second, I might walk back and I might take these off. Actually, no, these socks fit good, or this top feels good, and this jumper feels alright. But I might take some of my other stuff back. That's completely up to you. Use the stuff that's resourceful for you, and that's going to help you, and discharge the stuff that isn't. Not everything's going to be for each individual. Some people are going to be more acceptable to some. Some people are going to go, well, whatever happens. But what I do say, and what I do recommend, is when you go back home, keep some of your clothes on, yeah? Because some of them are going to be able to protect you, keep you warm fucking when there's no one else around, keep you protected when no one else is around. But I'm not saying that everything that we're going to teach is going to be a match for you all. Alright? So let's get into some teachings and let's rock it, huh?